So this video is specially made for Harry Kusterman because he asked to see how the Flex operates in my Windows 10 environment. So we have here the 6500, just booting, calibrating. The rest of my station, I have two monitors, one older one that I use to run the SSDR software, and a big one, high res. It's a 2560 by 1440. You'll see in a minute why I have this resolution. I originally purchased this monitor for playing Flight Simulator, but it's also an awesome monitor for WSJT. And here I have the four slices that I'm going to launch in a minute. One slice for each one of the A, B, C, and D, the four slices that the 6500 supports. My computer, I basically built it. It's down here. It's got a Gigabyte gaming motherboard, Z97MX Gaming 5 with a E7. I'm not sure what's the CPU model, but it's a quad-core CPU, and it's got NVIDIA 960 graphics card. So now that things are booting, I'm just gonna initialize SSDR and initialize everybody else. Initializing SSDR on the new radio. You basically choose a radio, click on connect, the relays fire. Last time I used it, I was using it as an SSB radio. So you go here in profiles and you do the profile manager. Profile manager lets you choose a global profile. So I have one profile that I created for my four slices of WSJTX. It stops everything it's doing, opens the WSJTX, and it's instantly, in my case, it selected the slice A on 40 meters, and it's already doing its magic. So it starts loading the four slices, and once you enable things, oops, I forgot to connect my antenna. So this is the antenna. I disconnected it because last night here in Ontario we had a few thunderstorms. Everything is grounded by 10 feet copper rods. There you go. Now the radio starts instantly, and in the first minute it sees a lot of noise, and you can see the noise reduction algorithms playing, and you see it real time, like it's beginning to learn the noise characteristics of that channel. Since this is a vertical antenna that is tuned in mostly all bands. All bands are being captured, but obviously the filters in use are selected by the transmit slice, which in this case is 40 meters. So it's cleaning up the signal as it goes. You can see it visually, the signal getting cleaned up, and as time progresses, the signal gets eliminated from all the noises that I have on my band. My band is very noisy. I have noise here in the 20 meters. You can see it that down below, and everything that's left is just the signal that I want to capture. And in this case, it's a JT-65 signal in slice A. In slice B, I don't think it's tuned to anything. Slice C is tuned to 80 meters, and it's also very clean now. And slice D is tuned to 30 meters, and it's also very clean. We just finished another minute of the WSJT of the JT-65 transmission, and I'm gonna fire up the WSJT clients and move the big SSDR window to my left side monitor here. So now I've got everything fired up. You see here my big 2560 by 1440 monitor and my little old trusted 1280 by I think 1024 monitor. And what I have here on the 1280 by 1024 is SSDR showing the four slices. You can see that You know, I don't need all that information, but I just like looking at them. On the left screen here, I have the DAX. So this is basically where all the audio streams are managed. Each one represents something different. So the TX stream is a transmitted stream. Right now I'm not transmitting anything on JT-65. The mic stream is a microphone stream from my you know, trusted Heil headset. I apologize, I forgot to turn off the screensaver. And slice A, B, C, and D are exactly what you expect. So slice A is DAX channel 1, slice B DAX channel 2, slice C DAX channel 3, and slice D DAX channel 4. They're streaming there, and they are translated by Smart SDR CAT. So you can see there, slice A is on COM4, slice B is on COM6 down here, slice C is on COM7, slice D is on COM8. And the other things that I have here is I've got this TCP port 5002 for slice A. I have got these, it's a PTT port on COM5. I created it because the instructions said you needed it, but I really don't use it by anybody anymore. I basically am using COM4 for slice A, COM6 for slice B, 7 for C, and COM8 for slice D. And the transmitter is whatever is transmitting by the JT-65. And here I have on JT-65, you can see here my slice A on 40 meters. It's decoding, it's already running, ran 2 cycles, it's running and, you know, highlighting things in pink, in purple. My slice B is right here, 20 meters. Slice C, it's up there on 80 meters. And slice D is over here on 30 meters. They're all simultaneously collecting data, simultaneously reporting data to HemSpot's PSK reporter. And I'm firing up also the 4 WSJT alert or JT alert, one for each one of those 4 slices. So the way I set them up, they show up on the top of the WSJT monitor. So you have here JT alert for 30 meters on top of the WSJT, JT alert for 80 meters, JT alert for 40 meters, and the 4th one, JT alert for 20 meters. And the cool thing is that I could go away and come back, and I can see here literally, visually, in purple are all the wanted call signs or wanted DX on my JT-65. In green is anybody calling CQ, whether or not I've done a CQ before with them. And the only band that right now is very quiet is a 20-meter band, and that's probably because of the noise in my house. It's very, very noisy. So you can see here, you know, I have the NTP client synchronizing time, so I'm making sure that I'm synchronized with everybody else. And I want to call your attention to the 40 meters because there's been a lot of people calling CQ on 40 meters here. And again, it just turned off because I have like a 1-minute timer. And you see, oops, there you go. So JT Alert is alerting me that there is like 1, 2, 3 CQs that I should respond. So let's try to respond to this CQ here on this band. So I did it right on time, Enable TX came up, and now I'm transmitting to K0JV, my, you know, responding to his CQ. Don't know if that's gonna work. I set transmitter power here, and you can see here on the SSDR, I'm transmitting on 90 watts, which is almost a sin on JT-65, so I'm sorry everybody, but it's very clear. You can see how clear the signal is. So the slice that's transmitting is slice D. I can go here on slice D, and you can see that it's almost no distortion there on slice D. You see, very clear. And now, you know, so here I am monitoring 4 bands, running PSK reporter on all 4 bands, and I can choose to respond to any one of those bands that I want. I'm gonna pause this for a minute and see if this QSL with K0JV is gonna work or not, and see what it's gonna report to me. So K0JV, so that you folks see where he is. He is 1,856 kilometers, so about 1,000 nautical miles from me, azimuth 282, so he's probably way west from me. Let's see what's gonna happen with this QSL. So here you have it, 4 minutes later. That's K0JV, Jerry from Rapid City, South Dakota, 1,100 miles from me. Our QSL has finished. He sent the CQ, I responded to him. He sent me my signal report, -07, even though I was using 90 watts, as you guys saw. I replied to him as -12. You can see here, you know, the interaction. His signal to me was -12, then -13, and his last R73 was at -10, so the band changed while we were talking. My radio is right now optimized, the automatic tuner to the 30-meter band. The tuner is engaged, and while I'm running a CQ with him, obviously I was transmitting every other minute. I was also listening on other bands, as you can see there. 20 meters is that quiet, but 40 meters is very active, and 80 meters is active, and I was running a QSL with him on 30 meters, and in the meantime monitoring 3 other bands that were very active. So this is the Flex Radio 6500 with a computer running, you know, 4 slices and 4 copies of WSJTX and 4 copies of JT Alert. So 73, this is VA3 HFP Herman Pies. Thank you very much for watching.